Hello and welcome. This is uh, this is Michael Thomas again. And well, yesterday I was thinking of about what we've been doing until now. That is a really simple simulation on Arena Rockwell. Usually, this sort of solutions is used when you face a problem. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we've not been talking about the kind of problems that you can analyze with Arena Rockwell or other simulation software like this, but usually you start with a problem, yeah? Something you want to improve, something you think can be done in a better way, I don't know, whatever. Then you analyze this problem and you check for the solutions. And last but not least, you implement the solutions. And then here you will start doing something like a PDCA, like, hey, I'm planning to do this, I'm doing this, I'm checking it again, and then I'm acting again. So, where does Arena Rockwell, uh, well, alter this process, or where does Arena Rockwell impact these processes? Well, actually, it's a really good tool for analyzing the problem and checking different solutions for the problem. This is where Arena Rockwell is able or is capable of doing things. So we have to bear in mind, yeah, that in the end we are working with real life and with simulation. And I've been working in a company for like 5 years now, and the truth is that well, there are certain differences between real life and the simulation. That's why I wanted to make this short video. In the company I've been working for, I've been using Arena like for the last year, and until now I've been able to make some questions to myself and to look for the answers or check the answers of those questions. So, what are the main differences between real life and simulation? This is a really big question. Yep. In the simulation, in the end, you have your PC, the observed variables you are checking, yeah, those variables related to the problem you want to solve or to the system you want to learn or analyze. That can be times, amounts, batch sizes, stations, processes, linkages, whatever. And then it's you. There is nothing apart from your PC, your measured variables, and you. So this way, imagine you may implement a solution in Arena Rockwell that says, well, I'm improving the time in 5 minutes, I'm improving the costs in $50 or whatever. But then it's when once you have your solutions, sorry, once you have your solutions, it's time to, check for the implementation of those solutions. And it's where you say, well, let's go down to real life. But what do we have in real life? It's not only you, but people. This means it's never a system, it's always altered by people, not only by one person, but by people. This means that in the end, you will have to, well, make things with employees, with your boss, with people you are responsible for, whatever. Then you have some enterprise environmental factors, different leadership styles, different organizational cultures, and so on. And everything is inside a complex system. This means that the amount of variables that can alter our system is near to infinite. In other words, you will never be able to check for all the variables here, to observe all the variables here. So the thing is, here the theory is really nice, but then you are talking with people, you are making things with people, and this is really important because you have to work with them. They must understand what are you doing. You have to explain them what your solution is or what your solutions are, and you have to work with them. So, for example, by my experience, based on my experience, I can say that, well, the efficiency between the real life and the simulation is about 80%. This means if I'm making an improvement of $50 in the simulation, in the real life, I would be really, really happy if I could reach a $40 improvement. Yeah, because 50 multiplied by 0.8 is 40. Yeah. So this means uh, you will never reach the 100% of the theoretical improvement. You will always have an upper limit that is this one. You will never be able to reach this one, or not never, but it's really, really hard to get the 100% of the theoretical improvement, and this is the horizon you wanna look for. You have to go, yeah, you have to check for this 80%. Let's suppose that in the simulation you get an improvement of yeah, per day. So you've been working a lot with your colleagues. You say, hey, in this machine, I can get an improvement of 120 minutes per day. So if I were you, I would be really, really happy if you were able to get, let me see, just 96 minutes. Yeah, that's the maximum you can reach. So here, the first implementation will not be like this. Let's suppose, yeah, let's suppose that this is like this, and you have first week, you get an improvement of 20 minutes per day, then you will get, I don't know, like for example, 30 minutes per day. In the third week, you may get like, yeah, 50 minutes per day. And in your fourth week, you may get something like uh, 80 minutes per day. So look, you were saying that you were able, this is more or less the things I've been checking in my own company, and actually they do make sense. You say you can improve 2 hours per day. Yeah, you may get an improvement of 2 hours per day, and you start implementing it, and in your first week you get an improvement of 20 minutes per day, which is rubbish if you compare to this. The second week you will get 30 minutes per day. Obviously, you may also have negative improvements in which you will decrease the. I mean, the solution will be able to give worse results in the short term. So well, we will talk about that in another video. So in the end, you have to check for this. This is the horizon you wanna pursue, and well, this is something like a really good result. I mean, this would be 80 out of 96 is about 83% of this. Yeah, this would be like 83% of the improvement, of the real improvement you may reach. And actually, this 80% is about 66% of the real improvement. So now you may be thinking of, hey, why this guy want me to show this? Well, the answer is really, really simple. Do not forget that even if the simulation is really, really, really nice, and it may be used as a really good mean for improving a system, don't get crushed or don't get mad with people, with yourself. If you are not getting the correct results, you have to work with people. This is just an orientation. This is just a way of saying, hey, how may I start with? Or how can I start checking for my different solutions? But it's just that. Not get Don't get mad at people or at your boss or whatever. Don't be a stupid guy, and just be aware that the simulation is just a thing in which you have some limitations, some constraints. But here, well, it's really different. It's a complex system, much harder to understand. So this was all that I wanted to show you. I hope you enjoy, and as always, if you have any question or doubt, please contact me. Bye bye. Hello and welcome. This is uh, this is Michael Thomas again, and well.